A new bill would give homeless people in Oregon the power to treat public places like their private residence. Pick your spot. So if a homeless guy pitches a tent in front of your house, your kid's school, or a local park, you can't do anything about it. The bill gives the homeless, get this, the power to sue you if you tell them to move their tent for up to $1,000.
Welcome to the Bald Brad Show. Oregon wants to decriminalize camping in public spaces as if they already didn't have a homeless crisis as it is. It's about to get way, way worse. Hit that like and subscribe button, folks, if you haven't already, because House Bill 3501, commonly known as the Right to Rest Act, would allow persons experiencing homelessness, their words, not mine, to use public spaces in the same manner as any other person without discrimination based on their housing status. Meaning if you have a community park or a neighborhood park, you got a massive homeless encampment coming in, folks, so you better be prepared. And you can't ask them to leave, because if you do, if the homeless person feels like their rights are being violated, what they can do is file a complaint, and they would be compensated $1,000 in damages for every time their right is being violated. It's insane. It's really insane. The bill defines public space as any part that is owned in whole or in part by state government or a local government, or upon which there is an easement for public use, and that is held open to the public. It clarifies that public space does not mean a private business establishment. So if you have a local school district, they can camp right outside that school district, meaning your son or daughter is going to have to walk through that homeless encampment where people are defecating in the streets, walking around naked, cussing, saying insane things, doing drugs, all in front of your children, and you can't ask them again to leave. HB 305 also states it is unlawful practice for any person to, quote, deny, refuse, restrict, or withhold from a person experiencing homelessness any of the following rights. I'm going to read these to you. To use and move freely in public spaces without discrimination and time limitations that are based on housing status. To rest in public spaces and seek protection from adverse weather conditions that are unsuitable for human exposure in a manner that does not obstruct human or vehicle traffic. To eat, share, accept, or give food in any public space in which having food is not prohibited. To pray, meditate, worship, or practice religion in public spaces without discrimination based on housing status. And, you're going to love this one, to occupy a motor vehicle or a recreational vehicle, provided that the vehicle is legally parked on public property or on private property with the permission of the private property owner. They can park outside your house in an RV and live there. And we all know that that local government property goes all the way up to the concrete of the pedestrian walkway, so that can actually unfold into almost your own property right there, and you can't do anything about it. Because if a homeless person believes their rights have been violated in public space, they can file a complaint and potentially receive compensatory damages or $1,000 per violation, whichever is greater according to the bill's texts. The bill also adds that homeless people can exercise their above rights without being subject to harassment, citation, or arrest by law enforcement officers, public or private security personnel, or employees of local governments. This is insane. This is happening in Oregon. So if you're living in Oregon, you're going to want to get out because you're about to be taken over by the homeless. I want to know what you guys think about all this, because this is insane. But if it's happening in other blue states, it might happen in your blue state, or even unravel into the local areas of even red states. Folks, I would love to hear from you. As always, hit that like and subscribe button. I'll see you tomorrow here on The Bald Brad Show.